Okay, hello John. I'm not very good at speaking on cameras, phone, videos like that. But anyway, here we go. This is the same vinyl sticker that you've got, and the difference is that the letters, that it's actually the background that I've got. This is a stencil and not actual transfer. The principle is exactly the same as yours. So all you do, if you imagine that being your top sign box there, you also have obviously the slightly up rebated sections, so it'll be sort of sat inside. All you need to do is to line it up. You may need to trim it. It doesn't matter. You can actually cut to the size to get it to sit inside if it's a bit too big. Okay, it's no problem at all. So once you've done that, it needs to be able to sit inside quite flat to where your transfers are going to go. It doesn't have to be precise. It can be, let's say, set in like that if you want, because I say all you need to make sure is that your letters are going to be okay to sit on there. So, okay, so we'll do, again, centre it all up, get it all ready to go. And with some masking tape, just use masking tape, because if you use things like duct tape and parcel tape, it can peel the paint off afterwards. You basically just get enough on there and then you do half and half, just enough to hold it still. So what we're going to do here is with the template, the sticker, we're going to say position it, and then once you position, you're happy with the positioning where it goes, you just again hold it down with that. So now what's happened is that it can't move now, it's set into position. Okay, so whatever you fiddle about with it, it's not going to go anywhere. You know that when you've done it, that's exactly where it's going to stay. Okay, at the moment I believe your one, you can't see the lettering. You can just, they just put lines on there to give you a guidance. That's, again, it's the same thing. I'm using transparent film here, but yours will be more like that, I would think, more like that kind of thing with the lines on. So you should just about be able to see the letters behind it anyway. So, again, really straightforward. All you do is you pull it back like that, okay? And with the back part, I'll do it here so you can probably see it a bit better. You get the back part there, and then you just fold it back very slightly like that. Like that. So you've got a starting point. Then all you do is you just fold it back. Now you can either use one of these, which I don't know if they might have supplied you with, or you can use one of these, which is a credit card. I'm going to use the credit card because it's probably more likely you're going to have one of these rather than one of those. So again, you just start in the corner like that, and then you get the edge of it, and as you go, working it back, you literally just pull it down like that, so that it all sticks onto the backing. See, yours will obviously be. You're after the letters, but obviously this is the background. Again, it's the same principle, okay? This is a stencil, as I say, the thing that I was hoping to get you to use, but it probably wouldn't have been a good idea under the circumstances with the paint. Anyway, so just basically just keep going. Take your time with it. You don't have to go at any speed. Just as long as you can get all those bits off there, and as I say, you just keep rolling it back as you go, smoothing it over. Like that, just keep it going all the way. And again, as you see, we're staying in line because this is still stuck to it. So just keep going all the way along like that. Sometimes you'll find that these won't quite make it. That this backing might just pull it away. All you need to do is just go back, push it back on, and then to hold it back down, you just got to roll it back, keep rolling it back, rolling it forwards and back all the time. But they should just come away like this anyway. And there we go. So, I'm going to do it quickly. But you don't have to do it quickly. It's a good thing about these, you're not racing against time at all here. You're just making sure that it's completely stuck there. There we go, and then peel that away, and there we go. So what you're left with there, as I say, is the sign stuck on. What I normally do as well, just go around with your fingers and just literally rub it right on like that. You can't go wrong at the moment, as I say. That's why it's so easy, because there's really little that you can get wrong with it, to be honest with you. You just stick that all down. And again, there's just, on my one here, there's little bubbles emerging. Again, that doesn't matter because the bubble is on the surface, and that's the surface that you're going to be taking off eventually. So keep going, rub it on like that so it's nice and solid. And then basically what I do is I remove the masking tape at this point because it can get in the way when you're peeling the last bit off. Okay, so there we go. That's the sticker is now stuck to your sign box. All we need to do now is to remove this kind of holding film at the surface. So once that's on and you're happy with that, that's good. All you do is, again, you find the top like that. There we go. So you might just about be able to see that, hopefully. Hope I've got it in the right place. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then what you do is you grab it back like that, and what you're doing is you're taking the adhesive and you're just ripping it, pulling it back like that. And again, what you do is with your card, you just, as you go in, because it has a tendency to pull the transfer back up again. So if you just keep going like that and just keep, as you go, just keep working that back down, encouraging it back onto the wood. And as you go, just keep pulling, all the way back. Just keep doing that, making sure that the actual letters are sticking. There we go. So we've got as you can see just there, what's happened is the little triangle of the A is pulling away. You don't want that, obviously, so all we do is we just work it back until eventually it will come off. Hang on. Until eventually, he said, hang on. There we go, and it comes off. So, okay. I'm just going to keep going with that. Again, I'm going to run it down very quickly, as I say, because but usually what you do is that's kind of how good they are. I mean, as I say, they should just stick on when you go really quickly. But for you, I think it's probably best just take it nice and slow and make sure that you get a really good join. Again, I don't now. Obviously, what I do then is I just get with your fist, just run it down there, and also with your thumbs, just push it right down and press it down, so that you know you've got a really good join and a really good fixing on there. As I say, what will happen is you won't have these little bits here, the little triangle and things like that. What you'll have is the actual letters. So it's those bits that are actually going to be coming off, which is good. And that's it basically. You basically, hang on. That's not what you want to do. Again, it is really straightforward because you can actually just put it back down again. The reason why it's done that, to be honest with you, is actually because I'm using it on bare wood and you're not using it on bare wood, you're using it on a painted system. So, hang on a minute, let's just pull that back over that way. There we go. So anyway, that's the basic principle of it. It is really straightforward and very easy to do. As I say, you won't have that problem because this is going onto bare wood, and to be quite frank, it's just not sticking onto the bare wood. As you can see, you can still peel it back off. So, but your one, it's basically taking the top layer of the wood off with it. But your one will be painted, so it won't do that at all. It will stick to it very, very well. Okay, and that's basically it there. One sign on. Good luck with it. I hope it goes all right. Let me know if there's a problem or if you're unsure about anything at all. But hopefully that just explains the basic procedure. All right then, take care of yourself. See you soon.